What's going on, everybody, guys? In today's video, I'm going to make this a short and sweet, simple video. I haven't posted in about a week, so my apologies. I've been very busy, but today I want to talk about the return of Nick Diaz. All right, now, as you can see in this video, my boy Nick Diaz is, just kind of shadow boxing on the boxing bag. I take that back. He's basically throwing a bunch of combinations. He's looking crispy, Don. The man's looking crispy with the finesse, with the boxing combos, yeah? But a lot of people really do think that Nick Diaz is going to come back to the UFC to fight. And my answer to you guys is, leave this man alone. All right, I want to make this video to look out for Nick Diaz. I know a lot of people are gonna, probably be like, bro, you don't tell Nick what to do, bro. You don't tell a legend of the sport what to do. I get it. I understand. For me, Nick Diaz is one of my favorite fighters of all time, but I don't want to see this guy fight in the UFC again. I mean, have a look at his last fight against Robbie Lawler back in 2021. Out of nowhere, Nick Diaz versus Robbie Lawler gets announced. The fight's at 170. And then 1 week before the fight, Nick Diaz looks like he's a dad. He has a dad bod. He's out of shape. He does not look fit. He looks, unhealthy, like fat, alcohol body. You know what I'm saying? He did not look in peak condition whatsoever. And he's asking the UFC to change his fight against Robbie Lawler to a middleweight bout. So it's really weird with Nick Diaz, man. This guy, he'll look like he's in peak condition on one of his Instagram posts, and then, when he's actually announced the fight, like it's not even 2 weeks before a fight, and he looks like shit. He looks like he hasn't even been, training seriously. I just don't want to see this guy fight back in the UFC, man. I see in the comment sections of this post of Nick Diaz, on the bag, people are like, oh my god, bro, like we give him Kamaru Usman. I've seen enough, give Nick Diaz Kamaru Usman. Like, bro, oh my god, bro, like, I'm looking out for Nick Diaz when I make this video. I'm not trying to see this man fight again. He's taken a lot of damage as a whole, and quitting in his last fight against Robbie Lawler is just not a good look, man. This guy, it's like he takes his career seriously one moment, and then the other moment he looks like he's out, drinking alcohol and smoking a bunch of bud. And man, I don't know where his mindset's at, Nick Diaz also, he's talked about how he's not happy in life and he's, chasing money and blah, blah, blah. So I don't know if he wants to make a return to the UFC for a paycheck, but I do know that he's got one fight left on his contract. So I will say this right now, guys. Let's give him an OG matchup, all right? I got a couple matchups for you guys. Nick Diaz versus Matt Brown. I like this fight a lot, guys. Nick Diaz versus Matt Brown. I think both these guys, go to war. Even if Matt Brown beats Nick Diaz, I think it's going to be a really fun, solid fight. Both are the same age, basically. Both have taken an insane amount of damage. So I see it as a fair fight. And if you don't want to make that matchup, I mean, fuck it, bro. Let's make Nick Diaz versus Court McGee, all right? Court McGee will be fighting Alex Morono next week. And, look, if Morono beats Court McGee, Court McGee probably has, like, one fight left on his contract. Let Nick Diaz fight Court McGee. That's an OG matchup between two guys who have been in the UFC forever. And I think it's just a good fight for the fans. No one's going to get seriously hurt. And yeah, people that really want to see Nick Diaz fight like Kamaru Usman and all these other matchups, like, are you fucking crazy, bro? This man quit in his last fight, and you expect him to fight, a ranked opponent at welterweight. I just don't get it. But guys, as always, let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comment section. But as always, guys, let me know down in the comment section below. Would you like to see Nick Diaz return to the UFC? Do you ever want to see Nick Diaz fight again? What are your thoughts on Nick Diaz as a whole? Guys, thank you so much for watching the video as always. Make sure you smash that like button, help your boy out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you soon, my brothers. Zeus.